Today, my left lash is not going to irritate me. She is going to go on effortlessly. Yeah, we're claiming it. Hi guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. I wanted to show you guys my everyday kind of makeup routine, something more, I say natural, but I know I'm gonna have like very fox eye kind of lashes on that are going to be more elongated at the end, so natural to me. The first step that I actually did was I washed my face and I applied the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream. Really love this one because it just soaks into the skin. It doesn't really sit on. It's like your skin becomes like a sponge and it just like soaks it all, and I let it sit on for about 10 minutes. And in the meantime, what I do is I will dampen up my beauty blender. I'll just run it under some water and then I will squeeze out the excess. What I will do is I will first go in with the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer, and I will just grab a little bit of it. See me looking this way, it's because my mirror is here, and I'll just apply it on the areas where I usually get oily and my foundation sometimes tends to separate if it's on for a very long time. So that is my nose, and then also my forehead. One step that I've been doing now that's really up my makeup game is I'll actually go in with the Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and then I'll just shake it and then I will just apply it kind of as my primer as well. So it's crazy. So I'll just spray about 3 to 4 pumps all over my face. And then I will just let it sit for a little bit. I found doing this step makes my makeup last a lot longer, and then also because summertime is coming, sometimes during the hot weather your makeup tends to kind of more separate, especially if you're more oily in the T-zone. So this step, game changer. I'm obsessed. And then what I will do is I'll go in with the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Punjab. So what I do with that is I just put 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and then I'll go in with the beauty blender and just apply it all over. I like to always add more as I go instead of just putting on too much and then blending it all out. I'll go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Snow, and then on top of that I'll use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. So first I like to use the Too Faced one for overall like more coverage, because it reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tape, which I was obsessed with for so long, but it was pretty drying, so I've been using the Too Faced one. It's pretty good. And then I will just blend my life away. And then once the under eyes are more blended out, what I'll do is with the leftover product on the beauty blender, I'll just go along my nose, because my nose tends to get very red. So I like to put a very minimal amount on just to even out the whole skin tone. And then I'll go in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer just to brighten up the whole area. And then also between my eyebrows and on my forehead. And then also on my chin. I'll hit up here too. With the concealer that I placed at the ends of my eye, I just like to drag it upwards. And then once I'm done on this eye with the leftover product on the beauty blender, I'll just go over my whole eyelid. Just to provide a base for the eyeshadow. Whenever I go on top of my eye, I like to also come back to the bottom, because sometimes it can cause creases under your eye, and we don't want no creases around here. And then what I'll do is I'll go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the stick foundation in the color Mink. I really love this color to contour. It's like the perfect shade. And then I'll have the Real Techniques sculpting brush, and what I do with that is I'll go in with the MAC Fix Plus, just shake it up, and then I'll do a couple sprays on it, and then tap on the back of my hand. Wherever the top of my ear is, I just like to add in this area up here. I don't want to drag it down too much. Just on your cheekbones. I like a really contoured look, so you can always adjust it as per your liking, but this is how I like to do it. She is cut, it's gonna be more blended. And then I'll go in with the Beauty Blender once again, just the back end of it, and then just pounce on my cheekbones, moving the product upwards, just for a more seamless blend. After that is all blended out, I'll go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. And then just put a little bit on the cap. And then what I like to do is I'll dab into the translucent powder, dab into it, and then I just kind of like tap the excess off, just like that. So it's not too much, so it doesn't pick up too much product. And then I will make sure to press it into the skin. Moving it upwards. And then coming back down. I feel like this gives me a more soft and creaseless under eye. And then I'll go in again, dab it in, and then tap the excess off. And the same thing with the other eye. I know it looks like my eyeball's about to pop out, but we are good. I just like to really pounce the blender in, pounce, pounce, pounce. And then also go in on my forehead a little bit. Just between my eyebrows, and then move whatever excess product is on the Beauty Blender on my forehead. And then just a little bit down my nose. And then I'll go in with a large fluffy brush just to brush off any excess. And I've been loving the Mario Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette. Oh my gosh, like these colors, amazing. So the first thing I will do is I'll go in with this shade and this one right here. I'll mix them together. Tap once into the first color and then tap again into the second shade, and then I like to tap off the excess. And then I'll just go into my crease, moving it back and forth, just to add a little bit of more depth into the eye. I always like to fan the product outwards too, just a little bit. Drag it upwards, just to create a more lifted look. Just like so. We'll go in again, 1, 2, and then tap. Clean brush, and I will go into this shade right here. And then just tap it onto the eyelid. And I'll quickly curl my lashes. And then I will go into, first I'll go into this shade right here. And then I'm going with a tiny pencil brush. It's very dense and very tapered. And then I always have to tap off any excess. I will just apply it as if I'm doing a very smoked outliner. Does not have to be too precise. Just pack on the product, And then I'll come into like mid-eye. Just like so. And the same thing with the other eye. And this really, really does not have to be precise at all. We're going for a more kind of smoked out liner look. And then what I will do is I'll go in with the black, and then I'll go in with the black eyeshadow just to add a little bit more depth into the outer corners of my eye. I'll just put it on the outer edge, just like so. The same thing on the other eye. And then I'll go in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. And this mascara has been my obsession for, I think, 5 years now. Amazing. It's just so dense and so, it coats your lashes so good. If I could only choose 2 makeup products, I think for sure I would choose concealer and mascara. But I mean, if I take my mascara, I have to take my eyelash curler. And then for lashes, I'm going to go in with these guys right here. They are the Salon Perfect Extension Seeker 3D Curl in the style C Curl. I have about like 20 packs of these because I'm from Canada and I can only get them from the States. So best believe I stocked up on them. I feel like my lash style is a little bit changing now too. Like, what I would do before is I'd put the whole strip itself, lash line from like inner corner to outer corner. But now what I do is I actually cut them up because I feel like it looks a little bit too heavy. And then I'll grab tweezers because on the lash band there is some glue just to hold it onto the case itself. So what I do is I'll just pick off the glue that's on the lash band because I don't want the lash band to be thick. And then it comes off just like that. Just peel it right off and it becomes so much thinner. Ugh, this is so pleasing. And what I'll do with the lash band is I'll take it and place it on my lash line. Starting, if I'm looking straight, I'm gonna kind of place it kind of where my pupil is in the middle of it. And then just measure out where the end falls. And then wherever the end falls, I'll just grab it with the tweezers just to indicate where I want to cut it off. So, and then I will just cut off the excess. So once they are cut and ready to go, I'll go in with the Duo brush on adhesive. And then I'll just place a very, very thin band of glue. Then I'll grab it with the tweezers and just fan it out. And one thing I really, really love to do is squeeze my natural lashes into the band with the lashes so it blends more seamlessly. I know this kind of looks scary, but once you do it multiple times, it'll become much more easy. And then with the lashes at the end of my eye that usually poke downwards, I like to grab them and then also pinch them into the lash band. Just like so. And then for a more lifted look, I'll also take the end of my finger while it's setting and then just push the outer edge part of my lash upwards. So it gives a much more lifted fox eye look. Just like that. Honestly, lashes, they complete everything. Today, my left lash is not going to irritate me. She is going to go on smoothly and effortlessly. Yeah, we're claiming it all 2022. If you speak it into existence, best believe that's your new reality. So she is on and she is secure, and then the same thing, just push the outer edge upwards. I like to also do both at once, just for a more lifted look. Just like that. So once those are on, we are now going to go in with the bronzer. So I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer, and this is like a kind of like more faint blush and bronzer in one. And then just apply where I've applied the cream bronzer. Can't wait for summer for more like bronzed makeup. Oof. This is the only brush I use to contour my nose. It is a crease and smudge brush. So we have this end and then also the more tapered, dense, shorter end. Now going with the more fluffy side, I'll dip it into the darker shade of the two. Tap out the excess and then work my way downwards. Just to kind of slim out the nose a little bit. Another step that I do whenever I wear any false lashes is go in and darken up the ends of my brow because they tend to get a little bit lighter because they are tattooed on. And also the other side. Just very lightly. And I'm using the NYX Cosmetics brow pencil and the micro brow pencil in the shade Ash Brown. But I'm going very light-handed with it because I don't want it to be too dark. And then for highlighter, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Anne Razy highlighter, and I'll go in with this highlighter brush right here, and then same thing with the Fix Plus. Spray on the brush, tap off at the back of my palm, and then I will just lightly place it above my contour. Just like so. Another thing I like to do is I'll go in with a very small tapered brush and then just place it on the inner corner of my eye. Just to kind of, I feel like it opens up your eye a little bit more. Last but not least, we are going to seal everything up with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray again. And that is a look. I think I'm just gonna go in with the NYX mauve lip pencil. I'm just gonna wipe off the lip balm. So the lip liner can stay on. I'm not pressing it too hard, just a little bit. And then I'll fill in the lip with it. Just to give my lips a little bit of a flush of color. She's looking fine. And then I'll go in with the MAC Powder Kiss lipstick in Kinda Sorta. Oh my god, this color is so pretty. So, so pretty. I'll show you guys what it looks like on the back of my hand. Like, oh, it's so smooth. This formula is so pretty. It's amazing. And then lips. And then I'll just lightly And I will just dab it on like that. She's bronzy, but she's not too much. She's foxy, but she's not too much liner. It's pretty soft and delicate, and it's kind of glam, but mini glam. She's cute. Let me know what you guys think of the whole makeup look, and if you guys want to see any more looks in the near future, let me know in the comment section down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully I will see you guys next time.